Death Aura. Nagi possesses a skull-shaped aura, evoking images of death. This aura emerges whenever he finds a new target and rekindles his excitement for football. In those moments, the lazy and disinterested version of Nagi is erased, giving way to a stronger, more awakened self. Thus, the skull doesn't only symbolize death, it also represents a rebirth of motivation. This was clearly shown when Nagi defeated Isagi with a series of feint volleys. After that moment, the skull aura gradually faded away. Chameleon Aura. Ryo's aura takes the form of a chameleon, symbolizing his remarkable adaptability. Just like a chameleon changes its color to blend into its surroundings, Ryo adjusts his playstyle to match any opponent or strategy. With his outstanding memory for movement and spatial awareness, he can mimic others' techniques after just a single observation. For instance, he once replicated Iku's serpent aura during the U20 match, or copied Rin's and Nagi's movements as if they were second nature. Mathematical Aura. Itoshi side possesses an aura made of numbers, representing a calculated and precise style of play. Per se, every move on the field is meticulously analyzed. Nothing is left to chance. He even keeps track of how many times he can score, almost like monitoring his performance in real time. Every action is tied to a formula, a probability, or a variable, allowing Sei to always make the optimal decision. Notably, the numbers in his aura follow the Fibonacci sequence. Each number is the sum of the two preceding ones, deeply connected to the golden ratio, which can be seen in his passing and ball handling techniques. As a result, Sei's gameplay possesses a mathematical beauty, precise and captivating. Lightning Aura. Zantetsu's aura resembles a high-speed bullet train, symbolizing his incredible speed. The story began in his childhood when he was mocked for not knowing how to pay for a train ride. He then started running home and discovered his natural speed. Since then, speed has become Zantetsu's primary weapon, enabling him to execute astonishing sprints, even fast enough to catch up with speedsters like Otoya or Chigiri. Titan Aura. Chris has an aura resembling an armored titan, reminiscent of the powerful imagery from Attack on Titan. His style revolves around speed and raw physical strength. He sculpted his ideal physique through a personal physical revolution, granting him superiority in both power and technique. This aura reflects his ability to overpower opponents with exceptional physical prowess and impressive ball control. Water Aura and Destruction Aura. Itoshi Rin is one of the few players with multiple aura types, depending on his emotional and mental state. When calm and composed, like during the second selection round, Rin's aura takes the form of flowing water. This aura feels light, clear, and fluid, just like his playing style. Smooth, elegant, yet overwhelmingly dominant. However, when chaos takes over, first prominently seen in the match against PXG and Bastard Munchen, Rin's aura changes drastically. It becomes violent, dark, and deeply negative. In this form, he seems consumed by emotions, hatred, jealousy, loneliness, and despair. His entire being transforms into a furious beast, tearing through his opponents in pursuit of a goal. He charges forward with a destructive force, making everything in his path submit. Watchtower Aura. Nico's aura resembles a watchtower, symbolizing his exceptional observational skills. On the field, Nico is like a guard standing tall, constantly surveying the match and making precise decisions on defense and counterattacks. This aura also represents his tactical intelligence and ability to anticipate the game's flow. Starting from the U20 match, where Ego tasked him with defense, Nico showcased this ability and continues to develop it within the Uber's team, thanks to his advanced metavision. Phoenix Aura. Snuffy's aura takes the form of a phoenix, a symbol of resurrection. He once went through a difficult period and seemed to have ended his career after stepping down alongside his close friend, Mick Moon. However, he returned stronger and resumed his football journey. Now approaching retirement, Snuffy hopes to be reborn once again, this time through Bararu, the disciple who helped him rediscover his purpose and past promise. The Phoenix Aura embodies the overcoming of pain and the beginning of a new chapter. Trap Aura. Moroku Darai's aura resembles a giant spiderweb, representing his ability to control space and ensnare opponents. Like a spider weaving its trap, Darai slows down the opponent's offense by precisely controlling the playing area, causing them to fall into his trap and lose their freedom of movement. In the U20 match, he showcased this ability by effectively limiting Ida Otoya's off-the-ball runs. Electro Aura. Teppei's aura appears as electric bolts, symbolizing his lightning-fast defensive reflexes. When opponents attempt a shot, Teppei instantly reacts and intercepts. His match against Yukimiya demonstrated this strength. He consistently disrupted attacks before they could fully form. The electric aura represents both speed and high accuracy in defensive maneuvers. Mirror Aura. Hiyori's unique aura resembles a shattered mirror. This mirror once reflected the expectations others, especially his parents, imposed on him. When it broke, it symbolized Hiyori breaking free from his old self and escaping the pressures of the past. After his awakening, he began living true to himself, no longer chasing after other people's desires. Serpent King Aura. Iku's aura is shaped like a snake, symbolizing his unbreakable defense. Like a serpent coiling around its prey, he can suffocate any offensive move, intercepting passes, shutting down dangerous plays, or even blocking shots that challenge the goalkeeper. Black Crow Aura. Tobito's aura manifests as a black crow shrouded in darkness. It reflects a style rooted in careful observation and composure. Like a patient crow, Tobito silently watches his opponent, waiting for the perfect moment to strike with pinpoint precision. Ninja Aura. Otoya's aura consists of ninja shurikens, representing a stealthy and unexpected playing style. He moves skillfully, often hiding in his opponent's blind spots before suddenly emerging to launch attacks from multiple angles. When Otoya and Karasu team up, their combination creates a terrifying duo, like a death scythe cloaked in crow feathers, cold, accurate, and deadly. Beast Aura. Bachira's aura manifests as a monster, symbolizing the instinctual, energetic part of himself that has existed since childhood. It represents his free-spirited self, a desire to play football with passion, rather than being constrained by rigid tactics. The inner beast embodies creativity, wildness, and unpredictability, like a child playing with unbounded imagination. Bachira has learned to embrace and evolve this monster within him, shaping a unique playing style that brings him ever closer to the global elite. Dance Floor Aura. Livigno's aura takes the form of a large butterfly, reflecting his dazzling and artistic dribbling style. He moves across the pitch as if he were dancing, forcing opponents to dance to his rhythm. Every move Livigno makes is graceful yet powerful, like a butterfly that is both enchanting and dangerous. This aura also represents his football philosophy: to play like an artist, enjoying every moment with joy, freedom, and a distinct flair. Perfect Aura. When playing seriously, Noel Noa emits a blue and white aura that feels pure and flawless. Initially, this aura was visualized as Graniker, a cold, logical, and efficient machine on the field. Noa controls the tempo and always knows how to create scoring chances. However, his true aura is only revealed when the Neo-Egoist League unveils its ultimate objective: geometric shapes, symbols of absolute precision. In Noah's world, there is no room for error. Every action must be accurate, calculated, and based on perfect logic. Enlightenment Aura. Igarashi was once seen as the weakest player, or a lucky survivor. As such, his aura is tied to perseverance and survival instinct. Even without outstanding skills, he always finds a way to push through each round. His aura becomes most visible when he successfully defends against Rin through sheer effort. The image of Buddhist prayer beads symbolizes his resilience, maturity, and indomitable will. His nickname, the Monk, also reflects his discipline, silent sacrifices, and his past living in a monastery. Heroic Aura. Kunigami's aura is represented by the Joker card, a symbol of the turbulent journey he endured after being eliminated from Blue Lock. He overcame extreme hardships to return with a physique rivaling Noel Noa's. The Joker also represents the dark side of Kunigami's psyche, highlighting the deep changes he underwent by sacrificing his emotions and dreams to become Noah's replica. This aura tells the story of a hero who has lost part of his original light, yet continues to fight till the end. Tarot Aura. Hiragi's aura is formed from mysterious tarot cards, symbols of insight and deep analytical ability. He can read opponents just by observing their movements, speech, or reactions on the field. Thanks to this, Hiragi can see the future during a match, predicting each of the opponent's actions with prophetic accuracy, like a mystical seer. Crocodile Aura. The Wanima twins share a crocodile-shaped aura, representing the intense bond between the two brothers. They coordinate flawlessly using eye contact and incredibly precise passes. Much like crocodiles stalking prey, silent but lethally efficient, their playing style is carnivorous, fast, clean, and leaving no room for retaliation. Speed God Aura. Loki's aura appears as scattered flickers of light that erupt when he accelerates, visualizing the sheer difference in speed between him and everyone else. When Loki surges forward, the space around him seems to warp as he bursts past all opposition, like a whirlwind of light. With a single sprint, he can leave every defender behind, proving that he's one of the fastest players in all of Blue Lock. Night Aura. Luna was the first among the 5 world players to reveal his aura. During attacking plays, he is always surrounded by a shimmering shield, a symbol of his nickname the Knight, once mentioned in the Bible of the Egoist. This shield represents composure, stability, and protection, reflecting Luna's solid, confident, and unwavering style of play. Emperor Aura. Michael Kaiser's aura takes the form of a blue rose, a flower that doesn't exist in nature, symbolizing the impossible. It reflects Kaiser's drive to transcend all limits and achieve what no one else ever has. The surrounding sharp thorns signify the danger, ambition, and destructive power he brings to the field. When Kaiser appears, his aura radiates regality, cold authority, and overwhelming presence, befitting an emperor who dominates every aspect of the pitch. Crimson Cheetah Aura. Shigiri's aura is shaped like a cheetah, a creature famed for its unmatched speed. It symbolizes his explosive acceleration and fearsome breakaway sprints. Each time Shigiri gives his all, he becomes an unstoppable gust of wind. The flames blazing around his body represent his fierce determination and desire to shatter his limits. That's why he's known as Blue Lock's fiery red-haired princess. Ting Aura. Beru's aura manifests as a lion, the embodiment of power, dominance, and royalty. He plays like a master predator, ready to break any strategy with a single unexpected move. The red and black lightning surrounding him reflects his ferocious presence and his ability to turn the tide of a match in an instant. Barros sees himself as the center of the pitch, a king who chases goals through his own power, never relying on anyone else. Undead Aura. Don Lorenzo's aura features eerie fangs and ghostly mouths floating around him, capturing his cold, unpredictable, and terrifying defensive style. This aura often appears when he uses the zombie step, a bizarre movement technique that leaves opponents unable to predict his next action. That's why Lorenzo is nicknamed the Ace Eater, a player who devours the stars of opposing teams. His undead aura creates a grim, unsettling atmosphere that mirrors his freakish, bloodthirsty way of playing. Mage Aura. Alexis Ness, one of Kaiser's closest allies, stands out with an aura of magical circles and glittering particles, making him look like a character from a fantasy world. This aura not only reflects Ness's love for fantasy genres, but also hints at his past and inner personality. Whenever he delivers a pinpoint pass, swings in a perfect cross, or outmaneuvers an opponent with finesse, his mage aura comes to life. Notably, in one assist to Isagi during a goal against PXG, his aura turned dark, like black magic, symbolizing his evolution and growing influence, living up to the name, the Mage of Bastard Munchen. Spatial Aura. Corona possesses a unique type of aura, one that doesn't manifest through striking visuals, but rather through a special connection with Isagi. Isagi himself once described Corona as a satellite constantly orbiting around him, a perfectly synchronized support who excels at smart positioning, smooth coordination, and precise 1-2 passes. Thanks to his ability to seamlessly blend into Isagi's tactics, Corona can fluidly appear in crucial areas on the pitch, becoming a vital link in the strategic system orchestrated by Isagi. Though he rarely takes the spotlight, Corona is an irreplaceable cog in the machine that is Team Isagi. Demonic Aura. Shidou once appeared with devilish wings befitting his nickname Demon Shidou, but his true aura reveals itself most vividly through his ferocious strikes, especially in the match against the U20 and during the extra arc of Nagi's side story. In those moments, a massive dragon emerges, symbolizing Shidou's explosive power and terrifying predatory instinct. The pinnacle of this aura is seen when he scores against Bastard Munchen, as the image of devil wings merges with the mythical dragon, creating a symbol that is both brutal and extraordinary. It reflects Shidou's untamable spirit and his unstoppable finishing prowess. Puzzle Aura. And finally, we arrive at the aura of the main protagonist. Isagi's aura manifests as scattered puzzle pieces, representing his intelligent style of play, built upon deep thinking and tactical analysis. Each puzzle piece reflects how Isagi sees the game as a complex equation, where every decision stems from careful observation, precise calculation, and critical thinking. Unlike players who rely purely on instinct, Isagi uses his mind as a weapon. With his metavision, a form of superior tactical foresight, he can predict and influence the flow of the game. As he evolves, the pieces in his mind connect faster and more accurately, enabling him to create breakthrough plays. This makes him the true brain on the field. Isagi's aura is one of the most unique in Blue Lock, not just for its brilliance, but for how it encapsulates his personality, mindset, and developmental journey. So we've explored the meanings behind the various auras in Blue Lock, from skill and intellect to raw power and psychological symbolism. If you enjoyed this content, don't forget to leave a like and comment on which aura impressed you the most. See you in the next video.